in South Philly. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already here, they'll audible to something else. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. You look at this Eagle defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Commanders' first down.
On first down, it's Lynch. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now an option play on second down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On third down, Lynch. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On first down, Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
No contact.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's caught. Smith. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. The Eagles at 12-3 now on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's third down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very good. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders 7, Eagles 0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rupp. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from...
Touchdown! Albert O, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Commanders 14, Eagles 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Isaiah Rodgers. And out of bounds finally
but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out and check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Hurts.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, no time to pitch it, and down he goes, and it's in the end zone. That's going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He's going deep for Brown.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Lynch.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going.
Touchdown, Eagles! And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And his throw here is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Out of the gun, Lynch. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. From the gun, here's Swift. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw.
It's caught. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. He'll drop to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
That'll give him 8 that time. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. From the gun, it's Lynch.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Touchdown, Washington.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the option play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call. That's really football 101 to me. 2-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They're going to look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
2nd and 9. Robinson with another carry.
Shreds the tackle. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hey, 73, go silver, ready? Crowd up, Yanni. Crowd up, Yanni. Crowd up.
Second down, here's Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And quickly, they get to the line.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
A.J. Brown
from 19 yards away.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. And that flag accepted. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for two.
63, 63, 63.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. Interesting call there. They went for two even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point. But you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
because you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for two there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Lynch. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll wind up getting Tim back as that sets him up for 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Lynch. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Now Lynch on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Once again, it's Lynch.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Silver.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Hey, 73.
Throwing is Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 2nd down, Lynch. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But oh, my goodness. Just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Lynch to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And now Lynch. Short throw here to tight end Bates. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nolan Smith charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Here comes 2nd down. Now it's Lynch.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. That focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Lynch. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you can punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Hurts. And that's complete to Brown. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll get this down to the 38.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, Parker. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
All 3 timeouts still in their back pocket. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Eagles are going to win the football game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Eagles,
they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.